Well, a Pacific storm is bringing snow in the higher elevations in the west and more rain to the central and eastern U.S. this week. So we've got a large Pacific system reaching the west coast here, and you can see a couple systems lined up behind that. And this is going to be the focus for weather really across the U.S. this week. Higher elevation snow in the Rocky Mountains, 'tis the season for that, and more needed moisture for the central U.S. So this wave will continue to push eastward and produce quite a bit of precipitation across the central and eastern U.S. as we head into the middle and latter part of the week. And of course, in the mountains, that means snow this time of year. The higher elevations of the Sierra Nevada, also around Utah, we've got winter weather advisories there, and then rain here in the central parts of the country, and then eventually for the mid-Atlantic and the southeast, and maybe some marginal severe weather for parts of the south and southeast in the next couple of days. But then we have another system that will be taking shape probably over the weekend into early next week. Pattern getting much more active here as we head into late fall, certainly than it has been. It's been quite dry for many areas, but winter weather advisories in the Sierra Nevada there, in California in the mountains, and also around Salt Lake City in the higher elevations there. We've got some winter weather advisories where there could be measuring the snowfall in feet. Not unusual, of course, for this time of year. You can see that in Washington, Oregon, into the mountains of California, and then also around Salt Lake City, but also Idaho, Montana. The snows in the mountains just kind of pile up this time of year. Quite a bit of precipitation too, though, especially for the Pacific Northwest. We're talking several inches of rainfall, but areas that are in drought still across the central U.S. stand to see some more rainfall and a nice light to moderate rainfall that'll soak into the ground, maybe a half inch or so for southern Minnesota into northern Iowa. And then in the southern and southeastern parts of the country, we could see 1 to 2, maybe 3 inches of rainfall as well as we add some thunderstorms to the mix there. So again, most of these areas remain behind for precipitation here so far this meteorological fall with just a few weeks to go. And again, a marginal severe risk for northern Texas into the panhandle areas of Oklahoma, and then for the New Orleans area, southern Mississippi and Alabama as we head into Wednesday as that system progresses eastward. So not anything major there as far as severe weather goes, but you might have a couple of rogue thunderstorms here and there. And the upper level pattern this week, despite this system, overall remains upper level ridging in the central and eastern parts of the country, which means above normal temperatures with cooler than normal temperatures really persisting in the west. This is a pattern we've seen overall here for some weeks now, where Canada into the central U.S., above normal temperatures, the east occasionally, but below normal temperatures in the western part of the country. And the 6 to 10 day outlook from the Climate Prediction Center shows more of the same, well above normal temperatures, high likelihood of that for the central and eastern parts of the country, below normal in the west, and the 8 to 14 day outlook, similar scenarios here with above normal precipitation in the central and eastern parts of the country forecast here in the 6 to 10 day and 8 to 14 day period. So some good news for some drought stricken areas in the central U.S.